human life starts with a deep breath. The life of every living being depends entirely on breathing. Just as the earth is surrounded by an atmospheric field, we live within our own atmospheric or breathing field. This breathing field is our life field, our personal cosmos, a microcosm, a personal astral atmospheric identical in structure and function to the great electromagnetic cosmic breathing field, the breath of life. The spirit that moves in the primordial substance drives the manifestation of life through constant transformation and continuous metamorphosis. This mysterious life force has been known for ages. It's the prana of the Hindus, the pneuma of the Greeks, the chi of the Chinese, all designating this vital essence found at all levels of life.
The spirit regulates the structure of matter and its manifestation in form, but it also ensures the transition to a higher sphere of life. Everything is part of the same cosmic process. It's also a spiritual process in which the whole cosmos participates, and we occupy a modest place, though we can also participate with our soul and heart, erasing all separation between the macrocosm and the microcosm, our own reality. Spiritual liberation and the possibility to overcome the limitations of our time-space consciousness lie silently and secretly within us. This apparent contradiction carries the miracle of the One, the possibility of transcending our mortal human state, a path that goes always further and into an infinite sphere of life. One of the founders of the Golden Rosy Cross wrote in his commentary to the book Noctemiron of Apollonius of Tyana, "There is no man, dialectic or divine, who can escape the influence of the magnetic forces of his breathing field."
This statement makes us consider our situation from the perspective of the breathing field. Each of us is born into a personal breathing field, an astral field containing the legacy of many previous lives. Every personal atmosphere is decisive and unique. The quality of a sphere or breathing field is determined by the forces concentrated in it. The classical Rosicrucians of the Renaissance knew they were protected by a concentration of igneous forces in their breathing field. They consciously placed their work under the protection of this force, as they said, and we quote, "in the shadow of your wings." End of quote. To live, we must breathe. We can hold our breath or speed up our breathing for a while, only if we force either one of these aspects. The respiratory centers in our body would then automatically take over control. And similarly, it's impossible for us to permanently influence our magnetic or astral breathing field with our will alone. With our will, we can't get rid of a deep-seated tendency, but we can decide to look at it as objectively as possible and rely on this purifying force to correct it. Karl von Eckenhauser, a German mystic of the 17th century, considered this the first step in inner self-perception and knowledge of oneself. It involves taking inwardly and with all our attention a certain distance. However, taking a distance and devoting all our attention might seem contradictory. This is the true attitude of someone who has reached the limit, one who understands that there is a path of realization that leads even further. Thus, a calmness settles in our breathing field, allowing us to assimilate new magnetic forces of higher vibrational levels.